What's up, guys? Welcome to Box to Box Football. Now, let's talk about my team, Arsenal. And Arsenal are busy, Jack. We're busy in the transfer window to be once getting
Very
our business
busy.
done. Getting our business done early. And the one thing I realized from Arsenal is a quite Brazilian theme or South American team um, transfer window at this moment of time. Yes, Fabio Vieira kind of came out of nowhere. We signed Marquinhos from I'm not sure what Brazilian team again. And now we just announced, well, it's been agreed a deal for Gabriel Jesus of Manchester City for £45 million. Now, Jack, is this a good deal for Arsenal, or are they getting bumped from the point of view the guy only had a year left on his deal and could have left on the free next season, or like could talk to Arsenal in January?
I still think it's a good deal. I've got to say that. I think it's a little bit expensive, a little bit. But again, I'm really nitpicking. I think 35 to 40 would have made me feel a little bit more warm and cozy, but I'm really nitpicking. If you're talking about the difference between securing a player of his age, of his ability, who's already proven it in the league, who's going to be, a Brazil national team player for a long time to come, who, James, I think the best is still yet to come from as well. I still think you have to call it, I still think you have to call it a good deal. My concerns, and this is where I'm hoping to open up the conversation a little bit more. I can't remember the reporter's name. I want to say it was like Graham Vickery, Tim Vickery, something like that. I should have double checked this first. But his comments on Sky Sports, he's a South American football expert, and they talked about how conversations with Tite, where Tite, the coach of Brazil, would ask Gabriel Jesus, where do you want to play? Where do you want to play? Where do you want to be? And he was kind of, I don't really know. And Tite really forced him and was like, no, look, where do you want to play? Come on, where do you want to play? And he ended up saying, I want to play out wide. I think for Arsenal to spend this amount of money on a guy who they're going to have as a number 9, when, as we've seen for Brazil, his kind of goal return and his performances for Brazil have not been up to scratch in the number 9 spot. It's a concern for me that Arsenal have played him here. Now, James, we know this is Mikel Arteta. Who's Mikel Arteta had nearly all of his coaching education from? A guy called Pep Guardiola. Pep Guardiola is not going to be using conventional number 9s in the way that we think he is. So is that going to potentially help him? You'd hope so. But for me, it's a lot of money to spend potentially for a wide forward who maybe wants to play as a wide forward and not play as that central number 9. I wonder if the money had been better spent elsewhere for a true central number 9. All I'm saying is the water's a bit muddy here, James. That's what I'm saying. Erling Haaland is coming into Pep's team. You know where that guy is going to be. He's there, blah, blah, boom. Gabriel Jesus is coming in. Is Gabriel Jesus going to play right wing for you guys? Is he going to play left wing for you? Or is he going to be that out and out number 9 with comments from Tite saying that he doesn't want to be number 9? Is he going to get the goal return? Blah, 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 blah. There's a few loose ends that haven't been seamed off. That's my concern.
Jack, your concerns are understandable and probably correct. Yes, it's
Right.
true. Gabriel Jesus isn't the most prolific striker. You look at it, you look at his goal return from Man City. It's all right, but when you look at the contents about it, I've said this before. Like a lot of the times, he's scoring goals when they're like 9-0 up, 7-0 up. But the guy also scores crucial goals for Manchester City. But he never been the main guy for Manchester City. But it's hard to be the main guy as a striker for Manchester City, Jack, under Pep Guardiola. You look at, for instance, Sergio Aguero, Manchester City's greatest goal scorer. He struggled at times under this Pep Guardiola system. Being a conventional number 9 is hard. But one thing I can say about Gabriel Jesus is that during his time with Pep Guardiola is that some of the most biggest games, you know who Pep Guardiola will always call? Gabriel Jesus. Play for us. And rather, if it's a striker or a wide man, Gabriel Jesus was always there. Is this a good signing to me? Yes, Jack. Does Gabriel Jesus excite me as an Arsenal fan? Of course it does. To me, I hate this Premier League proven notion because football's football, no matter no matter what. But you know what you're gonna get with him. The
Yes.
biggest thing you mentioned is goals, and that is an issue. It truthfully honest is, but Gabriel Jesus has never been really given an opportunity to be the full-fledged number 9 when there's no real pressure that, if he doesn't play well in one game, that he's going to be hooked out. He's going to come into a football team right now where they're going to look at you and be like, we're going to give you time. Can you deliver? And trust me, Jack, scoring goals is yes, if you're a goal scorer, you're a goal scorer. But a lot of goal scorers rely on confidence. And maybe with Gabriel Jesus, he's never been given that sort of confidence. Yeah? So let's just say he gets to Arsenal and he scores one time. But okay, I scored. I'm the man here. Because, Jack, let's be honest, at Manchester City, he scores a goal there. He could score a hat trick and then the next week, the next game, he doesn't play. That's just who Manchester City are. Jack, I
James
can't
as
hear you.
well.
Yeah, go,
He
go.
he he might no, but he might turn around and go, "This Martin Odegaard's guy pretty good. Like I might have him pass me the ball more. This is kind of fun. All these guys out wide, like they're kind of selfless. They like passing me the ball and so I agree with you. To me, the concern still remains, and everything you said, I agree with everything. But the concern for me is a lot of money on maybe if he plays consistently, he'll have this spark. But what I tell you is, James, 25-year-old Gabriel Jesus, the upside for this transfer, I mean,
Jack,
James, if this year we talk about a guy who gets anything north of 15 goals, I think you've got to talk about it as a win, because then, James, the sky's the limit. Next year it should be 20, 25, and then just go from there.
to me, like being a striker, Jack, I'm telling you, scoring, like you can be a striker, holding up the ball and doing all that sort of stuff, working hard. I expect him. I like Jack. I think as an overall striker, he's one of the best we've had since Robert Van Persie. Because I don't believe Aubameyang was an overall as good of a striker
Right.
as, let's say, Gabriel Jesus as from the whole package of holding up the ball, playing like the thing about it, playing his back away from goal. That wasn't Bamiyang's game. Bamiyang was a
No.
sick goal
Yeah.
scorer. But Jesus has more of a package, more of a package as a striker. My thing with this is that if he can just breed that confidence, okay, I get one, I get two. He's gonna look at it and be like, wait, I'm the man here. The fans love me. They believe in me. The manager believes in me. No matter what, if I don't score next week, I know I'm gonna be in the team again. And that confidence breeds and breeds and breeds. And then he'll look and be like, wait, I got 20 goals for this team. And then there's 10 games left or so. I just want to see what it's like when he gets that confidence. Because Jack, this might be the biggest curse for Gabriel Jesus. I'm gonna mention this man
Oh
here.
dear.
Listen, I'm gonna mention like this man here, but a certain man called I don't know if you guys know about him, Thierry Henry, mentioned similar words when he first joined Arsenal, and Wenger asked him like, he told Arsene, I'm not a striker, I'm a winger, I can't score goals. That's what Thierry said. Yes,
Right.
to Arsene Wenger. Wenger said, you are a striker, you will score goals, and he ended up being the greatest goal scorer in Arsenal football. Yeah, I'm not saying Gabriel Jesus is going to be Thierry Henry. Now, if he's half the player of Thierry Henry, we've gotten, like, I'm going to love him for the rest of my life. But the only thing about it is, like, as I said, with Henry, for example, it was a manager breathing the confidence into him. And then once Henry got that first, it just started to go. And then he realized, wait, I am that good. And I think with Gabriel Jesus, that once he gets that one and then he sees the belief there, maybe, like to me, maybe that flick can be shown and he can be the player that we want him to be. Yes, he isn't going to be R9, he isn't going to be Thierry. But if he can be a striker that can get Arsenal 25 goals a season with everything else he has, Jack, because as a pure football player, the guy can play out wide, he can play left, he can play right. Jack, you know about his work rate. How many times do you see him in big games for Manchester City? Jack, he's tracking back, winning the ball and breaking. Like, he does so much good.
He
And if Arsenal
he
can go,
he
Jack.
has grown. He's grown into the guy that Man City signed him to be. I don't think that can go against. So many times players will sign kids and just on potential, right? Or what are they gonna be? What might they be in the future? The one made me laugh the other day. Mina Mino, right, at Liverpool. He got
Yeah.
signed, and that was, he's got a lot of talent. This kid, he might be one of the front three. Like, no, he's not. He's gonna be sold. So I think they made either they broke even or they made a loss on the player, right? Gabriel Jesus, they signed this kind of younger kid and he's like developed to where they want him to be. He's 25, James. Like, this is a great little kind of signing here. And again, for me as well, I really rate Gabriel Martinelli. Am I going to have a massive am I going to have a massive problem with somebody like Gabriel Jesus coming in off the right, Martinelli starting? It gives Arteta options. It gives him plenty of, like, he can do this here, he can do this there. And again, he's coming into a system which he's going to be well aware of from Pep Guardiola. He understands everything that's going on. I do, on balance, I think it's a good signing. but I think there's a significant risk factor if this is going to be the relied upon number 9 going forward. But James, what I really like is the age. I do like
Jack,
the age, James. Because seriously, how many times do we see these second tier down teams? And I hate to throw Arsenal in there, but if we say Liverpool and Man City are kind of the top teams, how many times do we see like the bigger teams kind of cast off their offshoots? You know what I mean? Like we don't need them anymore, but you guys can have them kind of players, and they're like 32, and they've still got a bit left in the tank, but it's not really there.
A la Chelsea doing it to Arsenal so many times.
Yeah, mate, for real. But this is a prime of his career. And James, I do stand by this. I don't think we've seen the best of Gabriel Jesus. I really don't. And we could see it in the next 3 to 5 years.
Listen, the one thing I'm going to mention here that could be an issue is his injury record, Jack. Let's be honest, he's had out a few injuries, and we know how bad Arsenal are when it comes to players coming
Eddie
into the football
Nketiah,
club.
mate, you're fine.
Nah, I rate Eddie, but just, but listen, okay, let's just leave it there. We're gonna get into like a big video where Arsenal seeing about the Rafinha deal that could possibly happen and where Arsenal could finish. Don't worry, guys, we're gonna get into that. But this Gabriel Jesus deal, by the time this comes out, he'd probably be announced as an Arsenal football player.
James, just to conclude for me, there's lots of just things that make me feel uneasy, but on balance, I like it. But I don't think this is as easy as, we got Gabriel Jesus. Number 9 position's fine now. I really don't feel strongly about that. I think it's a great addition to the squad. I still think your striker position needs work.
Jack, I do agree with you. I do believe that we need one more striker in there to make me feel a bit more secure. But as an individual signing, Gabriel Jesus coming into the football club, I am very, very excited about that. Other Arsenal fans, let me know. Are you excited? Can Jesus hit the 25+ goal mark for Arsenal? Comment down below. Let us know. This is Box to Box Football, and me and Jack will see you guys next time.